Good evening, kiddies. Dr. Freedom here with a Times from Dr. News from in and around the universe that will astound you and confuse the living shit out of you, because I've got so many articles to cover today that, oh my God, they're going to be jumbled to a mess. So, okay. Yeah, Death Moon 9 already being written. I'm going to try to have it, out sooner than 8 and 7 and all that were. It's just a matter of getting them written, getting them edited, make sure that it looks like the story is running good, because I got to figure out, okay, which way is this going to go? Because I know exactly where it's going to head, but I want to know how am I going to get there. So, all right. Also, a sad note, yeah, we heard about the shooting and the someone being run over by a car and all that near Parliament. It was a very sad day today. Hopefully everybody, who, was in the area, I just don't know how to word it. It's just these weird things happen in life where people do random, crazy, stupid, violent things. And it's just, mind-boggling to me. So, all I can say is condolences and all that, to the families and all that of those who were lost out there today. But let's move on. Let's go back to an up note. I felt I had to mention that. But let's get on to it. Let's get with it. Let's hit it full force, shall we? Now, there's a lot of stuff that I got to cover. All right, first up, because I'm getting this out of the way, because I have this also over on the Dr. Freedom page. Now a lot of you folks who are fans of online Star Trek, not the crap they put off Rayburn, stuff that's been on YouTube, like Star Trek, New Voyages, Star Trek Continues, Intrepid, all those different online. A lot of them are shutting down now because of the bullshit that Paramount threw with Axanar. And unfortunately, this is one of the shows that is, wrapping its remaining episodes, and then that's going to be it. And that Star Trek Continues. But coming in their upcoming episodes, one of the people they've listed as being a guest star is now Nicola Bryant. Now, some of you may remember when Colin Baker played in an episode of Star Trek Continues not too long back. So now Nicola's following him, in this line. Also, other sci-fi interests, is Anne Lockhart. I always get her name mixed up with Anne Hathaway. I don't know why. Right, because Noah Hathaway was on the same show. But she played Sheba on the original Battlestar Galactica back in 78. And not to mention June Lockhart's daughter. And a lot of people remember June Lockhart from like Lost in Space and whatnot, and been a lot of other things. So nice to see she's also going to be popping up there as well. So Nicola Bryant, Anne Hathaway, and then this fellow from The Strain. I have no idea who this is because I've never watched The Expanse or The Strain, but Cass Anvar. Or Cass, I'm not sure. So up to you, if you know who this guy is. But these two right here, I thought were very, very cool that they're picking them up in their last few episodes. Moving on. Girly Letters, according to this, episode 9. Oh, spoiler alert, you don't want to read it yet. At Martian Mine, apparently is going to be a scene of conflict between Zulu War-era British soldiers and an awakened horde of ice warriors. What? How they get there, we don't want to know. Okay, so that was a little tiny bit. Okay, it's more Dr. Ware than Doctor Who. The secretive Time Lord slips into town. That's right. I think that's the Abergavenny. Forgive me. It's a Welsh town. I'm very sorry, but I'm no good at pronouncing Welsh towns. I've just never been good at it. All right. It's all supposed to be hush-hush, but enormous bright blue catering and equipment lorries and dozens of parked cars couldn't disguise the fact that something was afoot on the slopes of the Skilled. Is that right even? Skilled. Oh, I have no idea. Okay. And then once again, they're filming on private land again out in Llanvethrine. Is that Llanvethrine? Am I even in the right neighborhood? Somebody let me know. Yet when the Chronicles photographer Charles Trott was dispatched to get a closer look, it was a case of Dr. Ware rather than Doctor Who. Apparently a lot of weirdness going on. I know Nardal was spotted in a town, and I think it was in that area. It may have been. I'll have to look it up later just to be sure. But I threw this up here because I thought it's very, very neat that finally they've slipped out of the studio. They go straight to a private location. So keep your eyes out on that. Moving along, The Express. Doctor Season 10 is This Who Kills Peter Capaldi's Time Lord, Major Villain Revealed, and that is a clickbait title. It's just mainly a short interview with Nicholas Burns about how, like it revealed he got punched by Capaldi while filming scenes for Series 10 Doctor Who. He is obviously in thin ice. It looks like the 1814 episode, and that's a little scene from the trailer where he gets socked by Capaldi. And it's just a short, tiny little thing once you get past all the pictures. So don't worry about it. It's just clickbait here. If he is a villain, then I don't think he's the one that kills Capaldi. It's just clickbait mainly on the Express. Okay, News 12, Dr. Comic. I believe this came out today, if I remember correctly. So that's 12th Doctor 2.15. If you want to go through here and click on these, looky, you can go, get a preview of the screen. And remember, links to all articles and anything else I can link to are in the description box, as usual. All right, Series 10 publicity images. This looks like more stuff that's been captured out of the trailer. So I don't see anything major league new here other than, hang on a second. See, for a second, if you look at this from far away, it looks like he's kind of giving the finger to it. And, of course, another link to the Series 10 trailer. But once again, these are publicity still images that they've put out. These are pretty high res. So if you want to go, snatch these, maybe use them for wallpaper or something, here they are. But once again, it looks like it's just mainly stuff that's been rehashed out of the trailers. Okay. All right. A Doctor Who, A Brief History of Time Lords is going to be released in May. It's a brand new 160-page hardcover book written by Steve Tribe and beautifully illustrated by Richard Williams, and it'll unlock the secrets of the ancient, legendary, civilized, and immensely powerful race known as the Time Lords. All right. It'll be released on May 18th to coincide with the start of Doctor Who Series 10. Series 10 is going to be over a month over, you dimwits, by the time this gets released. So here's a little thing. If you want to click on it, go check out Amazon Prime. You can pre-order now, but that's for amazonco.uk. So, all right. Doctor Who writer backs being human star Damien Molony to replace Peter Capaldi. And that's Toby Whitehouse, and that's his choice, and we're not going to go into it because, once again, that's an opinion piece. Doctor Who, The Silent Scream out today. Another notch in the belt for Tom Baker and gang. More of this to come on this series. I have not listened to this yet, but there's also a trailer here if you want to listen to it. So there it is if you're interested. Another Fourth Doctor adventure out today. I have not listened to it yet myself, so I really can't give any more details. Okay, now I also threw this in because latest Doctor Who collected Fourth Doctor release, of course, Silent Scream. There's the other recent ones, and also some other stuff if you want to go check it out, such as Philip Hinchcliffe Presents is always a great thing to fall back on for Tom Baker. Also, The Haunting of Malkin Place out in May. So once again, if you're into Big Finish, especially classic Doctors, you want to catch up on them and listen to them in New Adventures. You can always see. I think the best part about Big Finish audio, you don't need a set, you don't need a thing. Plus, all the actors are old, but you never picture them that way. You're seeing them again in your mind as they were. Okay. And I love how this got cut off by a stinking cookie sign. Dr. Steve Moffat thought he may leave at the end of 2015. This is something, if you've been listening to this channel, you already know. He was leaving. Husbands of River Song was going to be his last episode. You'll notice how it tied everything neatly together with the River Song story arc, and that's what it was meant to do. It was going to be but the problem is they really couldn't find anybody to tide him over for the next series yet. So he agreed to do Series 10, kind of a tide over until, the Chib can come in after he got hired. Now, there's also word going around that according to Empire magazine, it's already been accidentally dropped that an actor or actress has already been selected. The problem is who? We're going to get to that in a second. All right. The Capital 2, I threw this in because Tim Treloar is going to be there, and I'm a big fan of Tim Treloar. He does an excellent job as the Third Doctor in the Third Doctor Adventures for Big Finish, and also the fact that he's been on this show. I interviewed him once, and also he was on for a live Q&A with the gang. So, yeah, I had to give him that. Also, check this out. Billie Piper, Catherine Tate are going to join David Tennant and John Barrowman at Awesome Con in Washington, D.C. So that's going to be one hell of an event. I can't imagine how much they're going to milk them on for the group photos. Oh, man, it's going to be oh. And now here we go to the nitty-shitty. All right, into it. Check this shit out. Over the last couple days, things have gotten got stuck really interesting on the Chris Marshall front. Check this out. He is now 1-1 on Betway, 1-1 on Ladbrokes and Coral as usual, down to 7-5 on Betfair, 6-5 on Paddy Power, 8-11 on William Hill. That's now 3 gambling sites to have them to evens. Makes you wonder, don't it? Now, this means 2 things. Either somebody dropped the line or somebody dropped the dime, which means either somebody has dropped the line of bullshit or somebody has dropped the dime on who the selection is. We'll find out. Time will tell. All right. And I think that's all I had for you today. Oh, that's right. And that was, it's, well, we just read about that. So that's okay. All right. So once again, lots of stuff I had to cover today. There was a mountainous articles over the last couple of days. I've been writing Death Moon 9. I've already got like a page or so done. It's going to be a long one compared to this last one. The last one came out a lot shorter in the other chapters, but it's setting up for a lot of different things. So now you're going to get into the combat with the Genbenians. Oh, you'll find out who they are very shortly. Also, we're going to meet Tanamaku again. Well, for you, this is going to be the crew meeting Tanamaku. And it's one sinister bitch. That's all I got to say. Okay, until next time, everybody, take care. Ta-ta. See you on the flip side.